Welcome to Chatting with Ms.V. No, I got to give y'all a little while to get in. YouTube might let y'all know that I'm in here before I end it. I don't know. I don't know. Got home a little early today. So I was like, okay, y'all really enjoyed the pictures and the story time and all the people I've talked about out here for the last year. So after I got off the live last night, I said, okay, let me go work on these pictures because I'm really trying to give them to who they belong to. So I went in there and I got two books out and I pulled some pictures of people I know I have talked about out here since I've been here. Hey, Deborah Silver, good morning. And so today is going to be another story time. Okay. My life, my story, my channel, my family, my friends over the years. But the sad part about some of them, when I pull, they're no longer with us. Within the last 10 years, we've lost a lot of friends and a lot of family. But that's what happens when you have a big family, a lot of friends, and they are aging. They're going to leave you. It's life. Okay. Hey, T Hall. Good morning. How you doing? So I don't have a lot of time. I do have No Child Left Behind this evening. I thought it was this week, but unfortunately, I was right. So again, these pictures are not, hey Luana, these pictures are not in any particular order. They just my life, my family. Um, I didn't have time to be doing all that, putting pictures in order. So I'm just going to pick them up and we're just going to talk about them and we're going to run on through here because I have to get something to eat before I go back to work. Warm up something to eat. I bought it yesterday. Hey, Misty. And it's 10:20. So I'm going to try to stay an hour if I can. Okay. And then eat. And by that time, it'll be time for me to go back to work. You ready? Okay. We ain't got to have a lots in here. They watch the replay, so that's good enough for me. Okay, so I told you I had five brothers in the beginning, and now I only have one. I told y'all about the brother who passed of cancer at 49, who played with the New York Jets. Well, I happen to have a Western Union. This is how long it's been. That was in the 70s when he was playing with the Jets. And they were using Western Union back then. Some of y'all may have never seen a Western Union telegram, where you will today. It says to Raymond Brown from the athletic department, they sent it to his college, Alcorn A&M in Lorman, Mississippi. We are happy to have drafted you. Please call me Collect. When the last time you heard a Collect call? In New York, area code 212, and then they give the number. And George H. Sousa was director of the player personnel for the New York Jets when he was drafted. And here it is. It's termed Brown. So at least it's archived out here on my channel. Okay? And then I told you I had three cousins that played professional ball. You'll see them too. Okay. Let's see where I'm going from here. Okay. The two nephews of the oldest brother. You've seen one of them on my community wall. And that's the mayor. And his little brother, his baby brother, is the federal prosecutor. You've never seen him. Today, you will. This was at Sean's wedding, the mayor. Okay? So those two in the middle, right there. I don't know if I should turn the light on to get the glare off or what. Are my nephews. My oldest brother's, two of his children. He had three boys. That's Mayor Brown. And this is Brandon. Okay? So now you've seen them both. And this is the oldest brother at his wedding with his wife. I told you I had a sister-in-law named Shirley Brown. Whenever Shirley Brown comes into my chat, she always reminds me of my sister-in-law. She passed of pancreatic cancer almost 4 years ago. And this is her, my oldest brother. And the little boy that you will see in the picture is the nephew who passed away, the great nephew. Let me pick up this picture because that was my nephew, Sean's only son, the mayor's only son. His only son is the little boy right there. And he had 3 liver transplants and passed of 4 years ago, right before his grandmother, Shirley. Okay. This is Shirley. That was my oldest sister-in-law who had been in my family for over 50 years. And the oldest brother who is now 83. And that's their great, wait a minute. Is that their great? No, that's their grandson. He was 27, I believe, when he passed 4 years ago. Okay. Hey, Coffee No Cream. Good morning to you too. The real Yo-Yo says I'm here. Shirley Brown. This is Shirley Brown. Okay. The oldest sister-in-law that you always, your name reminds me of her. I gotta fix this lighting. It's not doing what I need it to do. Let me see if that's better. Okay, that's Shirley. Shirley Brown, right there. My oldest brother, 83, the grandson, not the great-grandson. Okay? Now, you met Shirley. She's no longer with us. And this is another picture of her. And her middle child when he was getting married, Mayor Brown. Okay? We met when I was at Wassman. She was the first Black librarian at my high school. And that's where I met her. And that's where my oldest brother met her when he came home from Vietnam. She was standing outside waiting on her ride. He offered her a ride. And 50 years later, they were still married until she passed away. Yeah. All right. Okay. I told you my family has raised a lot of kids that are non-related. Here's one. She's now grown. Okay? And here's some little boys who are now grown. The little boy right there is the nephew that passed away. But these are all kids that were raised up in our home. They are all grown now. This is another one. She's the sister to the little boys. Hey, Sheila. I have kids. One. I raised stepkids, but I only have one. I showed her on the video last night, Sheila. So this was at his wedding, the mayor's wedding, and they're all Kappas. And everybody who was in his wedding party is a Kappa, K-A-Psi. Okay? You see the little hand signal? This is a first cousin. He played professional football also with the Philadelphia Eagles. He's no longer with us. He passed away 2 years ago. Okay? His name was Audrey Lane Howell. And he was up there, I don't remember exactly how many years, but at least 13 years with the Eagles. Okay? A giant, a gentle giant. I told y'all about Grandma Faye passed when I went to bury my great nephew a few weeks ago, which would have been Shirley Brown's mother. Okay? So she's been around our family for over 50 years. And this is the second funeral. Okay, that was Grandma Faye right there in the middle. And this is her daughter, Shirley, who was my sister-in-law. They're together again. May they rest in peace. Okay, the oldest brother in high school. He doesn't have a year on here, but I know this is a high school picture of him. He's now 83. The only brother I have left. Okay, I told you the mayor raised kids just like my mom and dad raised a lot of kids that weren't related, but they were in our home every day. These are the little boys that he helped to raise. And the little girl I just showed you. Hey, Marissa, passing through to drop some love. Thank you. Blessings to you all. Have a blessed day. You too. We also have adopted kids in the family. The nephew that lives in Las Vegas, I've mentioned him. His name is Joey. He's now grown. He's a teacher and a preacher. My brother that passed away to play with the Jets adopted him. This is Joey. And my sister-in-law, Shirley. Okay. Joey now has 2 boys. So I have great nephews. We don't go with no adopted and all that. He's family. He was brought there as a baby. And this is my mom. Okay. With her mink on. That's who she was. I think she was probably in her 70s when she took this. Hey, go get it. All right. Where we're going from here. All right. I told y'all I had a nephew that works for Birmingham PD. Here he is. A more recent picture of him. He graduated from college, and I put his picture out there on my community wall. I also have Mary on my community wall, a first cousin that passed away this year, well, 2023. That's the 2 of them together. My family was very, very close. So that's my sister's son, Birmingham. All right. And this is the 2 of them at the underground. I think this is Atlanta. We went up to Atlanta when he was a little boy. Okay. The cousin, again, they played with the Philadelphia Eagles, a gentle giant on the end, right there. Lane Howell. Rest in peace. One of the beauty shops that I own, at one of the different locations, I had done this little girl's hair for graduation, and I weaved it. She was so happy. Okay. And this was one of the beauty shops. I took a house. See, people don't understand when you take something that wasn't intended to be that and make it that, then you're lying. It couldn't have been a beauty shop. The hell if it wasn't. I rented a home that was vacant in a commercial area and turned a home. Beauty shop, barber shop was the garage. Yep. And the sign is right there, but it's not showing too good. Yep. And that was in Webster. Here, I'm in Los Angeles. Well, somewhere near Los Angeles. I can't remember where this mission was, but I went out to LA to visit family, and she took me to a mission. Okay. And I visited with Uncle Dixie. He's on the father's side of the family. When he left Monroe, he went to LA and made his life what it was. Did very well. Had a cabin up in the mountains and the most gentle person you've ever met. So that is my father's uncle. His father and my father's father were brothers. I told you we had a historian in the family that worked at Richland College in Dallas, Texas, who wrote 2 books about my family and left them behind in the library. Meet Dr. Gwen Hester. She's gone now. Passed of breast cancer, but she lived over 20 years after she was diagnosed with it. This is another picture of her. Okay. My mother and her sister Ophelia. Ophelia lived in Los Angeles, California. That's Ophelia. This is Ollie. Ollie lived in Gary, Indiana. Hey, Charlotte. That's my mother in the background. They were coming to my mom's retirement. After teaching school 36 years, I told y'all she was a housewife, 17 years, went back to Grambling, finished, and retired as a school teacher. This is her retirement. Hey, hanging out. Okay, here's me. I don't know what birthday this was, but it's another birthday party for me. Okay, I'm getting up from the table. I didn't know they were snapping the picture. Uh-huh. Okay. This is, I should have labeled these pictures because, and I need to do it now. This was in Atlanta, one of the trips to Atlanta. Yeah, y'all recognize that because that's the Coca-Cola. And this is at that Martin Luther King Center. Mm-hmm. This is also in Atlanta, where, I don't know, we snap pictures. Never thought I was going to get old and forgetful. Another picture at my mom's retirement. She was in her late 60s when she retired. She started late and she finished late. Another picture of Gwen, the historian of the family. One of the pictures too, we went to Disney World so much, but this is another picture of Disney World with my daughter and Mickey Mouse. Mm-hmm. Went up to Arkansas on this trip and ran into a co-worker that I work with at Amoco. This is us in Hot Springs, Arkansas. It says 1994. Okay. That's Michael Gonzalez from Mexico and his family. But we worked together at Amoco. Okay. My mom and dad at her retirement. Okay. Thank you, Yo-Yo. Alex asked for it, so I had a little time. I'm in Monroe, Louisiana, decorating for a class reunion. And I don't know, this has to be at least 20 years ago now. I missed somebody. Yo, thank you for speaking to him. This is in Birmingham, Alabama, at a family reunion. I just remember being in that chair taking a picture. It's in the 80s. You see the wicker chairs? Mm-hmm. At some hotel. The birthday party. Cover up the second husband again. Yeah. Ms.V on the dance floor doing what she do. She loved to dance. She loved music. That's what she was doing. And this was the birthday cake from that party. All my friends call me Sussy. Uh-huh. Yeah. And that's some of my favorite things on the cake. This is the same party. Lots of friends. Even though it was said I'm lonely, I don't have no friends. That's a lie. Uh-huh. That's my friend Shirley and her husband. Same birthday. My friend Cheryl. Uh-huh. Yep. This lady was a client of mine. Mm-hmm. Andrea. And that was another client. Okay. Hey, straight out of Naptown. Lots of money, lots of money. 800 the next day to be exact. And that's my friend Zanya. Zanya worked at Galveston County Courthouse and retired from there. My friend Cheryl was police and a security for Amoco, police for Hitchcock, and security for Amoco. That was her jobs. I'm not sure if Cheryl retired even. On this picture, this one is kind of sad memory. It's me and my daughter. This was my friend Yolanda. She passed away. And my niece Jazzy. Same birthday. This is my cousin Gwen and my brother Sandy, who are both passed away back in the day on the dance floor. That's what we do. We like to party. From the great state of Louisiana, you got to be partying. We went to San Antonio. This is the cousin that I came to Houston and I stayed with when I left Monroe for a year. This is another cousin. Everybody on here is gone except for my sister. She's the baby. Okay. My mother and her sister Bessie. I told y'all I had an aunt that worked at Wayne State University in Detroit. This is Bessie, a redhead. Okay. My mother's baby sister. Her and my mom. Okay. Another cousin that played professional football. Who did he start? He started out with the New York Jets and he was traded to the New Orleans Saints when he retired. And this is Dallas Howe. He's still alive and doing well. Back in my hometown. That's him and my brother Sandy. Both of them played professional football. And the other brother was the tall, gentle giant. That's Lane. That was the oldest brother. I showed y'all this one where I was crowned queen for a day. That was my homeroom teacher, Miss Long. Okay. And I had convertible fever for a while. That's me. This was in the 90s. Okay. I had two convertibles back in the day. Up in Eureka Springs, this was 2002. To Jesse, you knew I was a queen. I'm missing some of the comments. Such beautiful pictures of you and your family. Thank you. Y'all can blame Alex for this. Alex wanted to see him. Thank you, straight out of Naptown. And this was my first beauty shop and some of the people who worked in there. Y'all met Keith. Keith came up and gave me my haircut when I cut my hair off. So he's on this picture. I told y'all I had a white lady doing massage therapy and a Hispanic lady who worked in there with me. And then the rest of them were cosmetologists. And this is, where's Keith? There's Keith. He opened up my first barbershop. He's the one that cut my hair at my house that day. That was the first year I was in business. These people came to work in my shop. Didn't know none of them. I didn't know Keith, and we lived in the same city. He just came in one day, bounced in and say, "Hey, I'm a barber. I got a license. Can you turn that garage into a barber shop? I want to cut hair." And I did. Made me plenty money. Okay. When I was working at Amoco, this is one of my coworkers. We were at a banquet. Okay. One of my girlfriends, she just retired. She retired from Dow Chemical in Texas City and she opened up a nightclub, she and her husband, and she ran it for many years. And I think she retired last year. The name of the club was Bourbon Street. This is my friend Sylvia. That's us together. Okay. Halloween. Miss V had to have a hat on. I don't know. I didn't put what year it is, but it's in the 90s. I was a clown. Mm-hmm. Okay. The brother that played professional football got me an autograph from Joe Namath and Paul Crane. These are two of the players that played with him when he was up there. Y'all see Joe Namath all the time on TV. He does commercials for different stuff. I told you I bought my daughter a $40,000 Azuzu rodeo in college, little spoiled rat. Here it is. Mm-hmm. That's me, and that's the car I just bought her. Yep. So that's all I was able to pull this morning. So let me go back in and try to read some of y'all's comments. I'm good for time here. Speak to everybody. I've been trying to keep up with everything. Um, I was at Marissa and Go Get It. And thank you, Shirley. I appreciate that. Now you met the other Shirley Brown. Your name always pops in my head and make me think about my sister-in-law. Hey, Sydney. It's the girl from Dude Stop. Oh, hey, Sydney. Welcome to Chatting with Ms.V. You finally made a live, huh? I just met her the other day and she subscribed to my channel and she said she was going to come in. I quit that job, but it's good to see you again. Well, don't leave me. Don't quit me, okay, Sydney? Thank you for coming in and letting me know who you are. And thank you for subscribing. Bunchy 12, are you some kind to Coach Mike Brown? Oh, Ken, you mean? To Coach Mike Brown of St. Sacramento Kings? No, I don't know any Browns that I'm kin to. It's a common last name, but my father was an only child and he had a very small family. So, I mean, we could be for all I know, but we would have to do DNA to tell if we are. I don't know any Browns I'm kin to. The ones I was kin to would have been in Texarkana, Arkansas, and I haven't seen them since we were children. That's the only Browns I know, and their father would have been Joe Brown, who was a minister in Texarkana, Arkansas. The rest of them, Mac Brown lived in Montreal, Canada. He worked for the railroad. His two kids are deceased, and all my aunts are gone. The one that lived in Chicago had no children. Sarah um, was in Chicago also. She had no children. Hazel had children, but they were gone before I even got here. So that's my dad's side of the family. He always just gravitated to my mom's family because my mom came from um, seven sisters and three brothers. So that's a lot of family there. Yep. Hey Charlotte, Tajisti, hanging out. I'm trying to speak to everybody. Beautiful family you have, Miss V. Thank you. Um, Beauty, good morning, Miss V, Yo Yo, and Chat. Hey, Beauty, welcome to Chatting with Miss V. Hey, Jackie Johnson. Jackie been around forever, y'all. When I first hit the scene, Jackie came over here. She been here ever since. Straight out of nap time, Miss V, loving the pictures. Thank you. Hey, Danielle knew me. Um, Audrey, such beautiful pictures of you and your family, Miss V. I got so many. Y'all, I could do a show and tell once a week of my family. That's because before the cell phones came out, that's all you had was just pictures of Polaroids. And then when they advanced to the Canon, I think was the next camera that we got. So I have a lot of pictures that I'm glad that I'm putting out here. So if something happens to the pictures, then they'll still be here. Um, Queen for a day, I knew you were a queen. At 13 was my first crowning of being a queen. Hey, Sting, good morning. Thank you. Okay, y'all. I have been on here 29 minutes. I really appreciate y'all. 30 minutes is all I got because I got to eat and I got to get back to work. But I thought I would bring Alex some more of my life. And also, let me clear up one more thing that somebody came over on my post, and this is the last time I'm going to answer to anything that I was lied on or misinformed about. But you asked me about the pool something that lady put out here. What I never told you, I never felt the need to tell you about me, my family, or my life. I just put little things out here spur of the moment. But when you got misinformation about you out here, sometimes I feel the need to clear it up. My husband was an engineer from college. He also worked at Verizon, his first job, and moved all the way up to area director. He had Baltimore, he had Virginia, and not Baltimore, he had Maryland, he had Virginia, and he had DC. He worked there from the time he got out of college at 22 till he was 55. He retired early. Good thing he did. Okay. Um, he was also a contractor and a builder. I didn't marry just ordinary men. I always said I never wanted a man who didn't have nothing. An uneducated man was not my speed. That's why I always chuckle and laugh when you tried to put me with Coco in a romantic relationship. The shit was funny to me. I'm not out here to bash him and say he didn't have what it took or he was too young or whatever. You don't see any of these guys young. You don't see any of these guys broke, busted, and disgusted. But I guess it was the pool. I didn't even go over there to see it, or something that she put out there trying to say that it wasn't his or ours. He's a contractor. We bought and sold many places, lived in them for a while, moved out of them. That particular one, she knew what was going on with that one. We moved in there. A contractor had lost it. My husband bought it, picked it up, turned around and flipped it. That's a flip home. That's why the signs and stuff are out there, because he's making it ready for the person that's coming in to buy it. We were only there for a little while, and he flipped it and made money off of it. Now stay out my business, okay? And go over there and ask her, why did she come out here knowing full well I had told her what was going on with that? And why did she try to belittle me and nothing? Because I'm through what said. I'm bringing you I'm showing it to you, okay? And what you asked, it's none of your business. And I didn't like the way you asked it. Why did you lie about it? Why did you think it was a lie? Because she said it? Okay, y'all, I got the roll. I got the roll. Okay, I ain't got no more time for this. Let me see if I missed anybody. Hey, Jeanette. I like the way you keep your pictures of your memories. I have kept these pictures, Deborah, as you can see, for years and years. And they have been cross country to every place we have lived. But I'm tired of them now. I'm tired of moving now. And it's time for me to give them to who they belong to. You know, my cousin Gwen is gone, but she has a sister that lives in Dallas. And so I'm going to make sure that her sister gets her mother's pictures and her pictures, because I don't need them anymore. I'm putting them out here. They're archived on my channel, so I don't need them anymore. God bless you and your beautiful family. Thank you. I had such a crush on Joe Namath. Did you? I never thought he was good looking. Even back when he was young, Audrey, when I was a little girl. Oh, wow. Uh, I guess. Um, Thank you for sharing your life. You're welcome. Hey, Granny K. I'm kin to ex-mayor Lee Brown of Houston. Yeah, you told me that, Sting. But I don't think I'm any kin to him. Mm-mm. We could be, like I say. but I don't know. Um, I have 8 brothers and sisters, big like your mother's sibling. Yeah, it was 7 of us. Elaine, good morning to you, Elaine. To just that my mom had 10 kids. Wow, you came from a big family too, Hustine. Thank you, ma'am. Enjoy your day. Okay, Misty. Hey, Myra. Good morning. How you doing? I hope you feeling better, Myra. Thank you for coming in this morning. Football 52. How you guys are going to lose to the Chiefs? You think so, Football 52? I don't think so. We'll see. Okay. May the best team win. That's all I'm going to say about that. We're going to chat about it after the Super Bowl. Okay. And now you better come back in here now. Win or lose. You got to come back in here. You talking noise. You supposed to talk that noise last night. But you over here trying to talk it today. But that's okay. We're going to see. Okay. They coming to Baltimore. Just remember that now. Uh-huh. You think they ready? We'll see. Hey, Rhonda the gorgeous one. Um, Sting, I can handle 2 kids. That's it. I could handle one. That was it. But I love kids, okay? But I think my thing was I had taken care of all the kids that my brothers had before me. I was the babysitter because I'm way behind them. So they had kids when I was just a girl growing up. 12, 13, 14. The first one must have come when I was 12. Yeah. No. I was 15. My sister came when I was 12. So from her to them, by the time it was time for me to have children, I ain't want all them children. I'd already helped to raise all their children. Nope. Um, hey Nora. Let's see. Have a blessed day, Queen, and everyone. Okay, you too, Myra. Hope everything is well. That's from Tajista. She love herself some Myra. Be careful out there, Ms.V. It's nasty outside. It's real nasty. And it's better now because we were out there in the nasty, in the dark this morning. Okay. But the children were good. I guess because it was dark, they kind of just fell over and went to sleep. Thank the Lord. Um, Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you, Misty. Yes, and thanks. Okay. Aunt Millie is in the building. They say, oh, why I need to own a house. I hear folks downing home ownership. Homes are an asset. One of the greatest investments you can have is a home. If I was still married or a little younger, I would still be in one of my homes. I don't want that responsibility at this age. It's too easy for me to pick up the phone and call them and tell them, this is broke, that's broke. I've been in a home since I was 25 years old. I showed it to you, okay? I'm now 69.99. Forget a home. If I've enjoyed all the homes that I've lived in, all the homes that I've owned. Now is the time for me to kick back and relax, okay? And thank God I can even afford to be in the type of place that I live in, okay? Because it's not cheap by no shot. Okay? It can be sold for big profit. You better believe it. All you got to do is stay in there for a little while and build up a little equity. Or like my husband did, he flipped a lot of homes real quick. Didn't make a lot, it's like maybe $15,000, $20,000. But on a flip, you ain't got to do nothing but make it ready for the next person. And the next person who was buying that was going to use it as a club house to build apartments around it. And did. I don't know about these people. Poor mindsets, these folks. Yeah, they got to come up to today's time or they'll never ever be able to make any money and hold on to it. This little social media money, it's many apps have come and go. I would never just depend on this for a living. No way. And I'm glad I've already made my living when I came out here. So I come out here when I come out here and I stay as long as I can. And then when it's time for me to go, I go. I can't come on today. I can't come on today. Yeah, I do watch views. I'd like to see how many people are looking, who's looking, get acquainted with them. But that was even a problem, which now I believe if that's all you got, you looking too. But nevertheless, doesn't really matter. AV, I'm not pulling for neither team. I'm all the way Cowboy fan. Myra, the Cowboys are out of it now. You got to let that go until next year. So you got to pull for one or the other. See, when your team lose, then you go on to another team that you want to see win. Okay? Uh-uh. And don't act like that. You acting like these Cowboy fans down here. No, you can still be a Cowboy fan, but wouldn't you like to see another team win? I mean, if Baltimore don't win and the Chiefs win, they were a better team. I have to come out here and just say what we did wrong, where we went wrong, and we lost. We gonna sit it down and come back next year. Don't mean I'm still not supporting them. I'm supporting them all the way. Today, tomorrow, whenever. They've been sitting on the bench for 10 years or more. 2011 was the last time we won a Super Bowl. We've won two in our existence. A little over 20 years we've been in business. Came in when the Texans came in. I don't know who came first. But that ain't bad. Two Super Bowls in that short length of time. You got to think your Cowboys been out here 50 years. 5. They ain't did nothing in the last 20. Okay? But they still your team. You still like the Cowboys. That's what it's all about. It's cool. Had I not owned my first fixer-upper 20 years ago, I wouldn't have been able to sell it for profit to end up buying a better house, to end up buying an even newer house, to selling at a higher price. You understand the game, Auntie Millie. A lot of people out here don't understand the game. If you never own it, you can never make money off of it. You got to own it in order to flip it, in order to sell it, in order to do anything with it to make a profit off of it. Live in and enjoy it, however long you're in there, and then make money. I did that off of every house I ever lived in. Whether I stayed a little while, long time. I told you the rent houses, I'm going to find them sooner or later in the pictures. I purchased them for $5,000 each from a guy who was going through a divorce and didn't want to split with his wife, so he got off the homes. I owned them in 10 years. By the time I got ready, I had paid them off, and my daughter got ready to go to college. I sold them, put her through school, cut down on the student loans. Did that not benefit me? That's how she got a $40,000 Isuzu Rodeo Edition. That's how she got a new Honda. Yeah. That's how she lived in an apartment. I sacrificed. Yeah. You got to see, you people call themselves critical thinkers, but I think a critical thinker is a person that is a futuristic thinker. You got to see way down the road what is going to happen. Nobody never even thought that we would be living in retirement, those of us who are retired, with the cost of living going up 3 times since we retired. And you're on a fixed income. Yeah. So that's what these people who are still out there in the working world need to realize. They need to realize this. Don't wait till it's too late. Get out of other folks' business and try to get your life together. If you're 40 and 50 years old, you're already behind if you ain't never got started. This little money that you're making out here, girl, that is not going to do you a bit of good. And my age is already gone. You got to have some type of something you invested in or money you've put back in a fund that's making money for you. They don't get it. They don't get it. Okay, but good luck on that. Be safe and warm. Okay, had I not owned all those homes, okay, I read that. Hey, Miss Jackie Johnson, I'm getting on down. Good morning, Ms.V in chat. Hope you all have a marvelous day. Thank you, Sabrina. Okay. Aunt Millie say homes are tax deductible. That's about the only thing you got tax deductible these days. Back in the day, you could write off everything. Them days are over. You can borrow on equity. Exactly. If you got $20,000, $30,000 built up in a home, you can borrow against the equity in your house. Now they gonna take your house if you don't pay that money, but that's another means of getting quick money if you need it. A home keep you wealthy. It doesn't have to be a big home. A small quaint is fine, but you are free, not relying on a landlord. Broke mindsets, poor minds. Have to agree with you. Let's see. Let me get on down. AV Cowboy's been on the couch longer than 10 years. You said it. That's your team. I ain't said nothing, okay? I just gave them 10 years. I don't watch the Cowboys like that, Myra. I'm going to be honest, okay? I watch them more when I'm over there with Sissy and her husband, but I really don't watch the Cowboys like that. AV, that's right. They need to worry about the damn self. Always worried about me or anybody else. If I sit up here and I worried about everybody that I come in contact with, I would be a basket case. I don't have time. I got too much going on in my own life to worry about somebody else's life. That's of no use to me. It's energy wasted. I don't understand it. I don't want to try to understand it. No. Just all I can say is when you find out who a person is, you just got to get out from around them. They have no use to you. They attention seekers. They want to be a part of your life, but they think that they're gonna pull you back in or suck you back in behind putting false information out there. It ain't gonna never happen. You just drove me the hell away from you for life. I don't need you or want you in my life. And that's with anybody that I've ever met in life. There comes a time when you are on your journey and people are double crossing you or people are lying or they doing anything to hold you back. Get rid of them. They're in the way. Keep moving. Don't stop. Your journey is your journey. Okay? Whatever it is, God gave everybody a purpose. What is your purpose-driven life? Figure that out. And you'll be better off. You wouldn't waste so much time and so much energy on nonsense that ain't going to benefit you at all. I could have wasted so much time coming out here every day, rebutting. No. Let me just show it to you once and for all, and then you get on about your business, okay? Because you should have double check your mind. Because it was your mind that did that. It was your envy. It was your jealousy. It was all of that made you do what you did. You had no reason for doing that. I'd never done anything to you. I treated you nice. But you wanted to make me mean, evil. Nobody in life who's ever met me, including this chat, will say that. I'm firm and to the point, and I'm not a follower. I'm not a dictator. I'm none of that. Have a rest of your day. Okay, Shirley, thank you for coming over. Hey, Peach. So, y'all, I've stayed on here all my time. We've had a good conversation. I doubt very seriously if I get back tonight because I'm not getting home until after 7 tonight. I don't even get off until 6:30. So, y'all have a blessed day. Let me see what you're saying. Chrissy was trying to justify her renting, saying she don't want a home. All excuses because they didn't make wise decisions. They was busy running the YouTube streets. I don't know what the problem was, but she didn't have to come out here and tell all them lies on me and didn't know what the hell she was talking about. Okay. I don't give a damn, like I say, if you rent the rest of your life or if you live in a mansion the rest of your life. It's none of my business. And I would never, ever come out here and try to downplay anybody for what they have or what they don't have. Because I don't care. Y'all have a great day. Love you much. Talk to you later. Bye.